All right. I don't know how else to start this other than hi. It's been a while since there has been a Destiny 2 YouTube video on this channel. This may either go very good or very bad. I don't know. But I'm gonna try something kind of silly today. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. So, as a lot of you probably know, at the time of this video coming out, the new Into the Light update for Destiny is coming out in like a couple of weeks. And they're bringing back a lot of old fan favorite weapons, including Mountaintop and Recluse. Now, Mountaintop, I don't know if I would say is one of my favorite weapons of all time, as I've played a lot of PvP. But Recluse, I definitely I enjoy that one quite a lot. That was like it was a very big weapon for me. It means a lot to me. And I won't get into the story of, how I got it or why it means a lot or, you know, any of that right now, but just suffice it to say that it is a gun that I have a lot of fond memories of, and I'm excited to use it more because I like this thing, and I also just think it looks really cool. I've slapped on the Trials shader and this ornament for it because it looks cool. Same with the Mountaintop. I've got the Trials shader on that because I think it looks cool and shiny. Now, as for what I am going to attempt to do in this video, is I'm going to try and solo flawless as many dungeons back to back to back to back as I can, with Mountaintop and Recluse being the only allowed weapons in those slots respectively. I'm allowing anything in the heavy slot, but when I can help it for like bosses, I will try to use Anarchy. I'm just going to use Eager Edge to hopefully make this go by a little faster so that I can be semi-fast. Might get me killed, might not, I don't know. You'll also notice that I am on the Warlock today. I'm using a Sunbracers build, but I'm not like going to try to use Sunbracers more than I like have to / need to. It's just what I have on right now. You can look at my aspects and fragments. It's nothing too crazy. So I'm gonna try to make this mostly gun focused gameplay so that we just get to see these weapons for how they are right now. And I think that's all I really have to say going into it. I can't think of anything else to say. So I should probably set my fire team to closed so that no one pops in and jump scares me mid dungeon run. And we're not doing Last Wish, I can't solo that. We will just start it off with the Shattered Throne. And we'll even turn the music on. This is a very professional looking recording because I am very professional. So, this video is not really the time or place for me to explain why I am suddenly making something of a comeback to this game. I'm reserving that for at some point in some form or fashion. But I do have like a legitimate reason for wanting to play more. And really the basis for it, without giving the full explanation, is just because I kind of miss this game because I do actually enjoy it. Despite anything that, people who know me, will have heard me say, or even things I've said on the channel, like my critique of the Lightfall campaign experience last year. I believe I made that a YouTube video. Okay, right into the gameplay here. So something I'm noticing is that this gun has Feeding Frenzy, which is, not phenomenal these days. Dude, I feel like I'm gonna get killed if I try to mountaintop this guy from here. Go away. So both of these guns, without reload mods, are reloading pretty slow. Yeah, very slow. Which is not great. But I will say the Recluse perk does kind of rip and tear a little bit. It's still got it. As far as, like, you know, guns with perks that boost damage, it's alright. A lot of my ad clear lately has been with primarily sunbracers, so I don't know that I could really give like a good thoughtful comparison to Recluse versus like a Frenzy SMG right now, but I mean it's an SMG that shoots. It'll do you just fine. I'm so scared I'm gonna blow myself up with Mountaintop. Like, I'm legitimately really worried about that. I have too many not so fond memories of that being a thing. Go away. Like, I really want to Mountaintop things, but I just know I'm gonna do something dumb. Blow myself up. I'm sure, like, as we find encounters that are less CQC, it will get better. Brother, I'm aiming for his feet. What do you mean? Yeah, these guns without reloading mods are a little rough. So I can imagine that Recluse with like Frenzy or something would be pretty good, since it boosts the reload speed and the damage. I think if anything, this just goes to show you that gun-focused gameplay is not it in Destiny 2 right now. Really strong ability builds are kind of the way to go. Oh, come on, man. Which, I mean, surprise, surprise, who would have guessed? Oh, what? Hang on. Okay, fair enough. Man, Mountaintop does not agree with the shield guys. You saw that clip earlier. I was trying to like shoot at the guy's feet and it just didn't. It was not about that. Oh, they've gutted the in-air accuracy. It does not shoot at a straight line in the air. Also, the eagle-eyed among you will have noticed that I did not put Taken spec on either of my guns. That is just me being lazy. I don't want to have to switch it, since this is, you know, there's a Taken dungeon and then a Hive dungeon and then, I mean, I guess there is another Taken dungeon. Yeah, base Recluse reload speed is not it. Not even close. And I think also Feeding Frenzy is very much not it. I think I would rather have... I mean, if you could pair Frenzy with Master of Arms, that would be broken. I doubt they're going to let us do that. But if I'm not If I were to pick Master of Arms and like some other perk, then I don't even know. Maybe destabilizing rounds or something. That'd be kind of nice, I guess.
And the earth was covered with steel.
Don't care. Yo, what? Hold on, let me clear this out and then try that again. Dude, those mountaintop, like, snipes are just not it. Alright, let's try again. Oh, I guess that's working. If they're standing still and I'm not, like, strafing. Get an easy shot lineup. I forgot the symbol. I'm going slower than normal because I'm not used to using these guns even a little bit right now. And especially because of the mountaintop, I'm really trying to not blow myself up with it. So I can tell you right now that reduced self-damage with Mountaintop's new little frame, or whatever that they were showing, is going to be huge. Because the usability of this weapon, the ease of use, is a lot worse because I'm having to like constantly double check that I'm not about to like nuke myself. Also just gonna say Mountaintop versus Shield guys is terrible. Again, reference the earlier clip of me shooting the guy's foot and it just getting devoured by his shield. If I feel like it, and or I get far enough, I may try Recluse with like a Void build to see if it does okay. But I figured I should spend some time with just the guns at base. See, this guy, it's hard to use Mountaintop against because he's like so jumpy and weird. So first impressions, not great. Like Recluse, it feels good to shoot. But the problem that I'm having with it is the slow reload is just really, really tough.
This is your way of asking for a divorce. I refuse. You're stuck with me.
Whoa! I'm gonna have to rewatch that later, but I'm pretty sure I was aiming at that Minotaur. Yeah, dude, it's not accurate in air even a little bit. They have absolutely gutted that. I suppose that's also worth me saying I have not really used either of these weapons that much since they were sunset. If at all, in the case of Mountaintop. So, yeah, Bungie was not kidding when they said they were like nerfing Mountaintop's in-air accuracy. They have destroyed it. It is bad. Because the whole point of this gun, whoa, is that it shoots in a straight line. But if you're in the air, dude, it is not even remotely straight. That is a whole diagonal. Excuse me. Oh, I think I got flinched off the shot. Oh, that was just a bad angle on my part. Okay, this next room should be a decent stress test for Mountaintop. Okay. Because there's enough enemies at range to see, like, how far will it consistently hit. I'm being super careful about this door. I'm not about to blow myself up in a door. That would be silly. Feels like you really have to aim down sights and like be more stationary for Mountaintop to be accurate. You can't like run and gun with it and be accurate. Oh. I think I got flinched. Oh, still hit though. Okay, he's kind of moving a little bit. That might be a bad example. But even still, that's another thing about Mountaintop I believe got kind of hit with the nerf was projectile velocity. It used to be a lot faster, like noticeably faster, if you were to go and look at old Mountaintop gameplay, which I don't believe I have much of on my channel, if at all. So you're gonna have to find it somewhere else. But current Mountaintop is not it. Oh, I'm out of I'm like super out of ammo. Alright, we're gonna book it. This may or may not work. I've had varying degrees of success trying to do this recently. Alright, we live. I was not about to do this room, or that room I should say, without any ammo. That just sounds like pain. Whoa. Calm down, brother. Oh, wait, what? So against these big, bulky targets, it's a lot easier to hit them at range. But, like, taking oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Taking Hobgoblin is not it. Hey. Hey, man, leave me alone. You don't need to be like that. Go away. I'm not sure why I'm getting a lot of these single damage numbers rather than the double damage numbers. Because it should be direct impact hitting every time. Oh, I think that one went between his legs. Okay, and that one was a kill. So you can see Master of Arms activated. Okay, so I'll just jump here. I'm gonna kill this guy with the sword so that I don't get farmed by him. Okay, so here the goal, I think, is to just farm up a little bit of ammo and then we move on. We may see some Sunbracers use so that I can heal up a little bit. So, apologies for that. I was wondering when I was going to get some green ammo. I need more. Man, I just know I'm going to blow myself up with Mountaintop sooner or later. I really feel like it's going to happen. And I will probably be laughed at when it does. How much damage am I doing to the body? Okay. It's like, what, 460 with the perk, and without the perk, it's some amount that I'm about to see. Yeah, that's alright. Seems to be the, like, 20-25% it's supposed to be of damage increase. It's good damage. It's just so hard to keep it up unless you're chaining kills consistently. Because of the slow reload. Like, you have to get a bunch of kills with Recluse before you, like, have the Feeding Frenzy stacks to reload. So in that sense, it feels kind of awkward to use. Yeah, dude, one kill Feeding Frenzy does, like, nothing. Even 2 kill Feeding Frenzy, like, barely a benefit. You have to get it to ×3 before it really starts to help you. Ow. And you also definitely kind of need to hit crits with this. Whereas, what I feel like the benefit with a lot of Frenzy SMGs is you don't necessarily need to hit all crits because your reload speed is so fast at all times that it, like, kind of doesn't matter because you can just keep vomiting out shots with it. Ooh, Mountaintop will, like, two-shot these things. Excuse me, I am trying to not die here. I'm gonna apologize for the Sunbracers action in here, because it's definitely happening. There's just no way that I can, like... With Mountaintop and Recluse only, things are... I'm not gonna be able to kill things fast enough. With how, like, awkward they're feeling to use right now. Oh, was the other guy? Dude, rip. Oh yeah, I'm, like, super dead. It's just too awkward. Holy smokes, man. Oh, there's an in-air shot. Yeah, dude, I ran that timer down to 14. That's, like, highly unusual. With, like, a typical setup, I'd get through there, like, 10 seconds. Come on, man. I can't even really aim at, like, the wizard's feet to make this work because you just lose out on too much damage. So this boss I'm obviously not going to use Mountaintop on because I do not want to be here for more than one phase. But don't worry, I will use something else on the final boss. Because at that point I don't have to go anywhere, so no need for the sword. Same with Pit of Heresy, assuming we make it all the way through Pit of Heresy with this weirdly hard to use loadout now. See, I would totally rock like a Pardon or Dust, or just a regular non-mountaintop grenade launcher, because the way I use them is so different. You know, if it's got blinding grenades, I'm just kind of shooting it into a group. But because Mountaintop is the way that it is, it doesn't really have like... It's got like some AoE, but it doesn't have any perks on it that really benefit it in any meaningful way, because all they do is just make it... All the perks do just... The perks, all they do is they just make it like shoot straight. There's no utility perk on here or anything that makes it able to specialize in something. It's literally like just a grenade launcher that shoots straight if you're aiming it decently well. So I think the benefit of a new Mountaintop would be you have a grenade launcher that you can use to specialize because of the perks, but also has the Mountaintop trait of being able to shoot in a straight line. Or at least a mostly straight line. I don't know how straight the line will be, or how potent the little rocket jump they were trying to show off will be. Those are the kinds of things you just kind of have to see for yourself. Go away, Taken Captain. Go away! Leave me be! Alright, I'm gonna do a small ammo farm here. Oh, this might be short-lived. Just give me one more of those, man. A little more. If we can get over like 50, that would be the ideal. Alright, we are good. Let's see, how effective is this? Well, this is fine. Recluse is no scout rifle for range, but it's got, I think it has passable range in terms of SMGs of its archetype. It's not like crazy low range to where it's like outright bad. Yeah, this guy needs to like leave me alone. This is not the world's fastest, still a flawless Shattered Throne clear. I do apologize for that. It's a little longer than I would maybe prefer it to be. I like to keep these under 20 minutes if possible, if I'm running for fun. But this is definitely giving me, it's definitely giving me like a the first impression that I was curious about, of like, how would this be? Wow, 9? Alright, we do not get a lot of anarchy off of an almost full sword. Alright, I'll try not to sunbracers if I can help it. It might be unavoidable. If anything, this shows you the potency of healing-based builds in this game. Or rather, the importance of healing-based builds, I should say. Because without healing, you have to play a lot harder. Come on, baby, come on. Let's see. The third one didn't expire, did it? Because I waited a while. No. I'm a little close for Mountaintop. It's kind of scary. I think as long as I don't hit the well sword. Well, I mean, Mountaintop isn't bringing her down fast. But it is dueling cars, so she does kind of fall over no matter what. Or, I don't know, I said Mountaintop, I meant to say Anarchy. Well, I think that's an indication of how the next boss is likely to go. But we'll see. 27, 28 minutes, that's fine. So, quick solo flawless Shattered Throne. And like I said, first impressions of the weapons is not, not great. I don't think I was expecting super meta, but that certainly was not great. I was not about that. But I suppose that combined with the fact that I am trying specifically to use sunbracers less, it does make for more engaging moment-to-moment gameplay, because I'm having to be a lot more conscious of positioning. Especially with Mountaintop being the way that it is, where I have to go out of my way to make sure that I'm not blowing myself up with it. Ouch. So this dungeon should be a little more challenging because Hive are just generally a little tankier and somewhat harder hitting. But also, they don't like teleport around like crazy, so it may prove more effective to use Mountaintop against Hive than against the Taken. Hipfire Mountaintop is kind of hard to use effectively. Man, especially in the air, dude. It's so bad. Alright, so we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. You guys probably want to hear my silly callouts for these symbols, so I'll give them to you. The first one that I'm looking at with my reticle is division, because it looks like a division symbol, you see. This encounter, whoa! Yo, that dude just teleported behind me, nothing personnel. Man. If that's not terrifying. Yeah, this encounter, there will not be a whole lot of gun action because of this, because of the requirement to use a sword, unfortunately. I will say, Mountaintop against the sword guy was not bad. 3 shots to, like, kill him, I think it was. And he is a pretty bulky target, so easy to hit with it. Even with the kind of scuffed Mountaintop. That we have right now. On this sneaky way. Alright, this next symbol up there that we're going to, I call asterisk because it looks like an asterisk. Very straightforward, I hope. Okay, so now this is the point at which... Okay, good, it's this guy. I was hoping that we would save the wizard for last. I know that it's based on symbol position, which one is which. I just don't remember which one pertains to which one, and I don't much care to relearn that information, as it usually does not make a difference. Unless you are trying to, like, hyper-optimize a route. Okay, so now at this point we want a new sword. So let's see. What would be the fastest way of getting a new sword? Would be going into a wrong room. Are there any wrong rooms? There's one up there. This is pretty close to the start, I think. So maybe Sword Boy will have returned for round 2. Look, he's back. Dude. That in air accuracy is crazy. I'm almost curious how much does Icarus Grip alleviate it, but I feel like there's no point in running that because it's PvE, so you lose out on damage, you may as well just keep your feet on the ground. Oh yeah, and this one is Tesla, because it looks like the Tesla logo. Not very, I guess not very silly callouts, they're very straightforward and visually inspired. But those are the callouts I use, so if anyone was curious. I think I only have one bit of heresy clear on this YouTube channel at the moment. So hopefully we make this too. Yeah. Recluse range is not the selling factor. Ooh, 49. Yeah, no. Not the selling factor even a little bit. This thing does not feel good to use at crazy range. Oh, that's not good. There's an ogre down there. See, the ogre's a big enough target that if I'm in air shooting the mountaintop, it doesn't matter. Kinda. It mattered a little. If you're landing mostly crits with Recluse, then it is pretty effective still, I will admit. And I mean, even body shots, like, it's effective. It's just to maximize it, because of the limitation of Feeding Frenzy and its, like, low base reload, you really do have to land crits with it now for it to feel any good. I will say also, because I'm using a 1600 weapon and a 1600 activity, it's not gaining any light level damage bonus. Whereas if it was like even a little bit higher, or like if it was just a little bit higher, it would gain some damage bonus. The damage bonus, you know, obviously it caps pretty fast. And if anyone's curious about that, then I would read it up, because I may not have the most accurate up-to-date information. But in short, even in a 1600 activity, you can't go running in with 1600 gear. You will feel some pain. So such is the case with the Mountaintop and the Recluse. They're not totally living up to their full potential because they are 1600. So that is one thing that you will probably notice right out of the gate with a new Mountaintop and Recluse that are going to be 1810, is that they will just do more damage outright than this iteration in PvE, only because of the light level limitations. And of course, that's not taking into consideration, you know, perks. That was scary. Obviously, with stronger, more competitive perks, these will get good pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, not having to deal with taken enemies teleporting is really helping with the Mountaintop. I'm a lot less scared than I was in the first dungeon. So I was worried that some of those enemies were just gonna like teleport right in front of me and I would blow myself up. Please go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. I've always hated it when those guys don't go away. Alright, for this section, I will take off the Eager Edge. I should have pulled out Hammerhead. That would have been funny. I will just use more Anarchy, because why not? Oh my gosh, dude, this Mountaintop, man. Please, I'm aiming at the ground. Just work. Wait, how did he throw that grenade from behind the rock? I thought it hit the rock. I didn't think it went over it. This has to be one of the least professional looking solo dungeon videos that there is. It's just me rambling about stuff for however long while using old guns. If this is the content that you're subscribed for, then great. I don't know what else to say. Otherwise, I'm very sorry that you have to see this. But to be fair, you clicked on the video, so maybe that's on you. Alright, I'm gonna be straight. One mountaintop shot should probably be killing that guy. But I guess because there's so much like flinch and stuff going on, you gotta... It's leaving him one! Dude, if I put on the minor spec, it'd be killing him. Quiet, plate. Be silent. I mean, as far as gun focus builds, this feels kind of good to play, like a little bit, just because any weapon kill, regardless of what weapon it is activating the Recluse perk. So it does feel like kind of, there is some synergy to it. It's just the Mountaintop doesn't have like auto-loading holster or anything, so it doesn't feel like complete butter smooth. It's like, it feels like the beginnings of something, or like something that has some potential but just isn't quite there. Man, I think if there was any situation that I ought to have used, like a void build, it'd be here. Get some good old Devour. Get some volatile rounds on the Recluse, dude. You're absolutely gaming. Playing guns only is a really hard way to play the game in this sandbox. Whew, that was a long time. But yeah, you really have to like focus up if you're going guns only or like mostly gun. At least with this setup. You know, as with everything, it kind of depends. If you had like a bolt shot SMG, for example, or you know, a destabilizing rounds like volatile round setup, it obviously becomes a lot easier. I think there's like 2 more of these. This is not fast at all. Oh, that is a bad grenade. Ow. I will say Anarchy for doing that, you know, trapping the ground. Still got it. Especially if you've got, you know, heavy finders and an add dense encounter like this. You are rock solid to use Anarchy. Oh, all done. I think I will leave Anarchy on for the remainder of the dungeon, as there is, I would say, very little need for me to use Eager Edge anywhere else. Maybe there's a case for it to be made to speed up some of this next bit, but I don't think it will really matter. Good heavens. Got launched off the ground. Also, for anyone curious, this is my Pit of Heresy, the Harrow quote-unquote route. It covers, like, all of the symbol spots / wizards. And most likely, I used this route in my old clear that I have on this channel, because I kind of came up with this route myself. I may not be the only person who uses this route, but I did not take the idea from anyone. Oh, hello. You have a sword, so I need to actually be careful. That ground, the way he glided backwards across the ground is crazy. That is a certified Destiny 2 moment. Oh, come on, man. Why was it so skinny? Yeah, I'm gonna step back. Alright, we go. Did not trust that first one. Wanted to be extra sure. So here, I think if there's enemies there, you just go that way. If I'm remembering right. And if not, then you just go this way. And then here, if there's enemies over there, then that means there's a wizard there. And if not, then you just keep going this way. Here, we'll dash into here. Getting radar pings from over there, so I may be doing this wrong. It's entirely possible. But I will stick with this route for now. Yeah, I want to say Mountaintop in this dungeon overall has felt a lot safer because it's hide and not taken. Makes a big, big difference. And as for Recluse, I don't think I have much to say about it. Feels about the same. Oh man, it still isn't reloaded. Oh, I think I waited too long to pull Recluse out after that kill. The perk was gone. Okay, well there's no Shrieker there, so I feel I have done this wrong, and I need to do a little backtrack. think those radar pings may indeed have been leading me the right direction. Which thankfully there's an easy fix to this. And that you just wait for this to go down and then you jump over to this and then go back here. And you go to where the pings are pointing you. Man, I was really misled. Normally there's an acolyte out here. At least in my experience. So that kind of threw me off. You may have noticed there was like a second set of radar pings there that was pointing the opposite direction of where the wizard was. I'll be honest, I don't know what those are about. Nor have I ever. So. Yeah. But that is how you do this part without a map. It's very straightforward. Just follow that little route. Alright, I will try anarchy against this boss. If it's like really bad, then I will switch to a sword. I do not believe I would be I don't believe I'd be one-phasing this boss with any of the weapons that I have. At least with Mountaintop and Recluse on. Obviously, if you have all 3 loadout spots open, that is a little different. I'm also going to change out this ashes to assets for it'll load. Void siphon. So that I can actually make orbs for myself. And I believe I was smart enough to put arc weapon surges on my boots. Whoa, calm down, dude. Follow me everywhere. Holy smokes, man. That's not where I wanted to go at all. That was not smooth wizard gameplay. I'm gonna pop this in. Okay, I'm not gonna pop this in. Pop this in. Fair enough. We'll say ammo is pretty efficient on Anarchy as of right now. I think it had a little reserves buff at some point. Couldn't say when, but I can definitely tell. It doesn't feel like as punchy as original Anarchy, of course, but reserves-wise, it's pretty good. You can get a lot of use out of it, and it makes for a pretty good utility weapon. If you're not using it as an outright damage weapon. I'm gonna go dunk over here, man. That boss is hugging the orb. have any orbs, so I will not in fact be getting a damage boost to Anarchy. Oh, this one. Man, the orbs being so far away is so inconvenient. To walk like way away. Keeps shooting the orbs like around his armpit. Come on, man. Well, I mean, a little more than half damage is pretty good. I'd take that. Jeez, bro. Chill, man. Chill. Ow. They're chasing me down. This should be wizard room. Yep. How could I forget? Oh yeah, if you notice you're playing this dungeon and you are not shooting the sword projectile as fast as I am holding a movement button while mashing the button to do that. So I'm just holding, like, I think backwards or left or something while I'm using the projectile attack on the sword. And that is what's making it fire a little faster. I don't remember for sure if you have to do that to make it fire fast. I'm pretty sure that's how it works from what I remember. Could be wrong. You can correct me in the comments if I am. We want people to get the best information possible, so if I'm wrong, then let people know, man. Oh, this is an old sword. Hold on. So the reason I switched off of Mountaintop there instead of shooting it is because I did not know if the sword counted as a physical object. And in the case that it did, I did not want to blow myself up against the sword. You'll also notice I am blocking significantly less when fighting that guy than I used to, because resilience is making it so that I'm taking less damage from him now, whereas before you didn't get the damage reduction. So now you don't have to block constantly, unless you just want to, in which case no one is stopping you. Goodness. I think I'm going to not two-phase him, which is really sad. Oh, no, I will. Alright. Fair enough. Cool. So that is Pit of Heresy with Mountaintop and Recluse. A lot more of a smooth experience than Shattered Throne, which I personally am attributing to the fact that it is Hive here and not Taken. Taken teleporting make Mountaintop just a nightmare. So 32 minutes, not terrible. we will go to good old prophecy next. So far, I have not messed myself up too badly. I'm pretty proud of that. Don't know if it will last or how long it will last if it does, but I will do my best to keep up. I will try to use Anarchy against this first boss.
You ready to get paid, Guardian?
Prepare to expand your mind, Guardian.
Hey, at least try to make it sound fun, or they won't come back. You're killing me, Three Eyes.
Light and dark have met in the Sol system before.
Oh my gosh, it's the
Perhaps
Exo
this time
Stranger, guys.
You'll change the outcome.
My ability to be funny with Destiny stuff is minuscule. It's not good. Don't laugh at my Destiny jokes, you'd be setting a bad standard. Once again, Taken teleporting is proving to make Mountaintop a lot harder to use. Even Recluse, man. Dude, what is this guy doing? He's going sicko mode. Stop, man. I'm trying to make a YouTube video. And to be fair, the whole point of this YouTube video is to accurately / honestly show you how Mountaintop and Recluse perform as they are right now under something of a stress test. So I guess if that is what happens when you try to use this against Taken to solo Prophecy Dungeon, then that's just what happens. But man, it's nasty. Ouch. I'm hurting. While I'm thinking about it, if there is some kind of video you guys are interested in seeing me do, definitely let me know. Because I'm always down to like experiment with stuff, try new things. Love making videos, just don't always know what to make. And I don't really know what it is that I feel like I don't think there's any specific thing I feel called to make right now, like a gap I need to fill desperately. So, I'm down to try a lot of different things. You just let me know. We'll say also as a disclaimer, I'm not always the most best informed or smartest playing Destiny person. So information I put out might not be perfect, which is why I say, you know, fact check me if I am wrong. But I do have, I mean, something of a good read on this game. I like to think anyway. Alright, so this encounter, I'm actually going to do kind of the old-fashioned way. Or like kind of an old-fashioned way. In that I will be attempting to spawn trap some things with Anarchy. I don't know how much I'm going to end up doing that or how relevant that information is, but I just thought you'd like to know that I thought that was a good idea. Whoa. Did I even get them both? Okay, I did. Dude, with how sketched the beginning of that was, I did not know if I was going to get the double dunk. Yeah, so I completely lied when I said I was going to spawn trap with anarchy. That is ammo inefficient when I have a grenade. Grenades are heavy weapons, everybody. This officially confirms it. At least according to the current Destiny 2 sandbox. Please drop light. Ew. I don't know where... I don't even know how half of those turned into dark motes or light motes, but I'll take it. Excuse me. Well, we'll know in about 2 seconds if I'm still good at this. Oop, still got it. Alright, so here I'm noticing a problem, which is that I can't mountaintop him because this is a melee-based enemy. He's rushing me down. So, what does that leave me to do? Well, basically nothing. Because I can't really recluse him, since I might accidentally shoot the anarchies off of him. So, that's neat, I guess. Okay, now that I'm not sitting in a well, I can mountaintop him. Except Loki's already dead, because this boss has no health. So, I'm just going to say that the use of mountaintop in this encounter is extremely limited, because you can't really snipe the knights with it, because they are kind of janky. You can kill groups with this, but you could do that with this, or with your grenade, or with one anarchy shot. So, mountaintop in this dungeon is not having a good first impression, but I do think that it will gain relevance by the end because of differing encounter structure. And when we get there, it should be pretty obvious why. And to anyone who is a prophecy gamer, they probably immediately understand why. And to everyone else, I will kindly explain should I feel the need to do so when the time comes. That was very loud. You ever just Steam library share and it blasts your ears? Maybe you don't. See, this is why you turn Steam notifications off before you do important things when recording. Unless you just don't care. I kinda care. Clearly. I'll be honest, I could not tell what direction that went, so we are just gonna ball. Oh, it was this way. I'm still convinced that however I end up dying, it will be in a very silly way. What do you mean, dude? Go away, taking thrall. The teleporting is just unreal. Like, it is unreal. I can already hear someone saying, Mountaintop, the taken blight. You know very well what's gonna happen if I do that. That was a risky mountaintop. That's the kind of thing that you try not to do if you can help it. I got nothing. I don't know what to make of that. This way, apparently. Also, Anderson, if you were watching this, you were right about the skimmer. And I was slightly less right. He'll know what I'm talking about. I will say, Recluse, again, it's a good feeling weapon. Like, it feels good to shoot. So it just kind of feels nice to... I was kind of scuffed. It does feel nice to just munch through like a whole horde of enemies with it. Just have to really work hard to get that feeding frenzy going. I'd say it is not worth the effort right now. Gotta say though, the contender for best looking SMG still, even after like however many years. I do enjoy my Ikelos SMG though. Any Ikelos SMG fans out there? Something about that thing, man. Just shreds. Especially with Volt Shot. You add Volt Shot into the mix and it's just nasty. Oh boy, family sharing back at it again. At Krispy Kreme. So, I'm gonna hope that I have some sword ammo after this encounter, so I can attempt the fast skip of the Ribbon Road section, Rainbow Road, whatever you call it. If not, I guess it just is gonna be sad. Anarchy is a... Oh, I need to... Oh, wait. Oh, they both counted as me being in dark. Well, that's stupid. Totally forgot that was a thing that could happen. Can I not get farmed by the snipers, please? That'd be embarrassing. No one would ever forgive me for that. Hello, Taken Knight. Taken Knight does not want to come out. Man, if you thought the 49 range was bad, the like 2 reload speed on this thing is crazy. Go away, please. Here, we'll go into the menu real quick. Oh my gosh, 28. Dude, this thing at base has... Oh, I'd probably put a reload masterwork on there. Never mind, don't quote me on that. Never compare to a crafted weapon. The thought of an enhanced version of a Recluse with even better perks is crazy. Oh man, I am getting smoked. I'm gonna say we get some dark motes. Hopefully this serves as an example to anybody watching. Do XYZ thing when XYZ scenario is happening to you, and you may indeed avoid dying in your solo dungeon. This is not supposed to be a tips video, but if you're watching how I play and understanding it, then it will help you, most likely. Alright, do our check. Light first. Hello? Where's sniper number 2? Oh, he's right there. Alright, I'm gonna throw a little grenade. Seems like I've still got my anarchy shot from way back when. I can't remember if I used anarchy in any solo nightfalls that are on the YouTube right now. But dude, learning how to shoot this thing, it's a real learning curve, let me tell you. But like, it's super rewarding to learn, because it makes it way more consistent and ammo efficient. So it just makes it like a really strong performing weapon. So it's kind of nice because it feels rewarding. There's not many weapons where you kind of have to practice a little bit to get the full effect. You get a lot of instant gratification from a lot of weapons. Not to say that that's a bad thing. Sometimes we all need a little instant gratification from our guns. I'm definitely like, the feeling of having to actively try to aim anarchy feels kind of nice. I like it. Okay, we are on top again. To give myself some time to think, I'm just gonna put these down. Okay, so I think it's that side of the room that we need to do, which means light motes. This is Cube Room 101. If he goes on the top, you hit the blank side of the cube with your little mote deposit. That will fix you right up. Now we want light motes. Actually, do we? Oh, there's one more blank side. Alright, we're good. We are very good. With those tick damage weapons, you gotta make sure you are constantly in the area of the preferred color, because otherwise you will not get the one that you want, which is a scam. Look at Recluse go. It's making mincemeat out of these guys. My elevator timing is pretty bad though. I keep going up as soon as more spawn. Alright. Oh, this is... No, this isn't the final room. We're good. I had to double check. Alright, this one should be the last side of the cube we have to fill though. And it is demanding light motes. I'm pretty sure this is the side of the room that, there's an old clip from when this dungeon came out of Giggs trying to solo flawless it. His, mountaintop hit, like, glimmer or an ammo brick or something in midair, and it killed him. Of course, that was back when Mountaintop was, like, required to do this because it just did a lot of damage. Ouch time. I want to say it took me like until September of that year when this dungeon first came out to solo it, and it came out in June, I think. It was pretty hard. I mean, that's what happens when you have dungeons be like the max light level possible. They just are hard. Alright, these guys have no health. He did, however, walk away from that mountaintop. Alright, I think I've got enough to sword. Which is great, because provided I don't mess it up too bad. Oh, wow! You guys, look, I got a pretty good roll adjudicator. It even has flared magwell. And a reload masterwork. Kind of goes against subsistence, but it's an SMG, so it's getting like 2 bullets from subsistence. It's not getting 2 bullets, it's more like 3. Ooh, bad well skate. I will not be doing it the cool way. I'll be doing it the slow way. Wanted to make sure that I could well skate before trying it, and well, there you go. I can't. I will, however, try to get my super back so I can actually do it right next time. Gotta try. It's alright. We all mess up on YouTube sometimes. I should just about have my super by the time we get to Rainbow Road. From killing stuff and getting orbs. Probably get it on the traversal through the tunnel. Maybe not quite. Maybe I'll do a little normal run through here. A mostly normal run. I'm not too ashamed to admit I would like to show off just a little bit. I've been trying to learn the well skate. I'm not the best at it, but I'm trying. And trying is better than not trying, I think. Let's see. My discipline leaves something to be desired. That's not my discipline, that's my intellect. I can read. Put another one on. Oh wait. Master worked. Right. Well, doesn't matter. I've already got my super. Go back to El Clasico. Alright. Let's try this again. Well, I guess I can't do it on YouTube. We'll do this the lame way. The reason I keep having to go down a little bit is to avoid hitting the ceilings. Ceiling plural. Might just be one ceiling. Oh well. Well skate or no well skate. Gotta admit this is kinda cool. Whoa. I will not make any excuses as to why I can't well skate other than just skill issue. It's alright. I gotta start somewhere. Some days I got it, some days I do not. Today, it's just not the day, I guess. Yeah, I gotta say, Mountaintop and Recluse versus Taken is not it. Not it. They're like, okay, but dude, the teleporting is just too scary for me. Okay. I believe this is the loadout I used when I soloed this for the first time. So it kinda comes full circle. But you know, again, it's because it was like required back then, basically. You could maybe do it without these things, it's just so hard. Please, don't duplicate too many times. Yeah, the conclusion I'm drawing is that anything that isn't the boss, I really only need to stick with Mountaintop one time. It does enough damage with one stick. Though to be honest, I really shouldn't need it, period. Did I say sticking him with Mountaintop? I feel like I said that. I meant to say sticking with Anarchy. I don't know. I'm a little tired recording this. Did a lot of work today, so. Some days it is just like that. Can't English right. Brother, he is right there. Shoot a straight line, please. I am gonna see if I can collect an orb and then get out. Oh yeah. Oh, what? 5,900? Well, that's not supposed to happen. Supposed to be doing double that. Alright, I'm gonna use a little sun bracers here, because I do not think that it is... I don't think that anarchy is the most effective thing against this boss in particular. Terrible. Don't do that. Alright, I stand corrected. I mean, to be fair, I think the sun bracers are doing quite a lot of work. But, no. Half damage is not bad. Man, I really cannot jump shot, though. I need to get that in my head. You've ingrained into my playstyle with that weapon. Very well with most special grenade launchers is jump and shoot. It's the only one where it really has like that big of a penalty. This is a safe room. I like this room. Yeah. Man. Throw a grenade there. What does he want? Or I guess she? I think Calico would count as a she because it's Aramis, right? Alright, so now the mission is I just need to get more heavy ammo before the next boss damage phase. Which I don't think should be too hard, but I have been wrong a lot about these kinds of things. We'll see. Mountaintop only. What have you got? One shot. Oh, 2 shot I missed though. 3 shots. I hit a wall. And our accuracy strikes again. Ammo though, that's nice. I used almost all of my ammo last time, so I'll try to get some. Which unfortunately means waiting. I'll do, I don't know, 2 or 3 more of these. I'll hope for some good heavy luck. This is the old solo dungeon classic. It's farming up your heavy ammo. Shout out to 2 arc surges though. I think that helped my anarchy damage on the front end quite a lot. I don't think I really got it during the damage phase because of the spacing of the enemies. I was not really getting orbs because I was killing them mostly with Mountaintop. But good perks. I think I'll try 2 more of these just because the amount of ammo I'm getting is really pretty minimal. I'll get these guys low and see if they just split a bunch. Ooh, big brick. Big brick. Huge brick. Thought I saw another one, and I didn't. Alright, I will do 1 more wave, see if I get a finder brick, and then I will call it there, so that you guys don't go crazy. Also, so I don't go crazy, I hate ammo farming also. As much as I don't want to do it. It is a necessity, though. So otherwise, we were just wasting damage phases. Alright. Got about 35 seconds of 2 arc surges. Okay, apparently I whiffed both of those. Honestly, this is still a fairly like competitive feeling damage strategy. It's not like the melt monster that the typical farming strategy is, but as far as like safe, consistent damage, this is pretty good, I think. Try to get an orb off of these guys. Oh, okay. There's a whiff completely. Okay, just whiff completely again. Cool.
Were utilizing both light and dark to fight the Guardian. Drifter, what have you done, you insufferable rat man?
Hey, our mutual friend had a question. We all did. So we asked the 9.
What was the answer?
Isn't it obvious? Light and dark are means to survival.
38 minutes.
It's not about saints or sinners.
The Vanguard wouldn't abide that answer.
Vanguard ain't here. I'm sick of their dogma. What do you think, Chosen One? Come on back, and I'll get you paid.
Dungeon number 4. Wow, a blue emote. Do a live demo of this blue emote. Got interrupted by the loading. Well, that is 3 dungeons done. Up to 3 more that I will do. I will I will only go as far as Spire of the Watcher because the other dungeons are not 1600. After that, if we're going by chronological release order, which I am. Man, my frames here are terrible. Funny enough, I don't think you could even use Mountaintop in this when the dungeon came out, so I'll actually get to see something newish. At least it's new to me. I think against the final boss of this dungeon, I probably will not use Anarchy. I will use something else. I'll probably use Cataclysmic. Or maybe Dragon's Breath, actually. I'll use Dragon's Breath, probably. We'll see which one I remember. I remember him using. The advantage of Dragon's Breath would be I stick the boss with it, and then I just shoot mountaintops until that's all said and done. Except it will do more damage than Mountaintop because that's just how it is. Or not Mountaintop, then Anarchy. Getting all my guns mixed up. Go away, please. I'd like to be done with this part. Specifically going out of my way to not use Sunbracers, I think also makes this kind of hard. Like I said, the game in general is just kind of... Oh, I have a New Grudge sword on. I thought I had Anarchy still. Game is kind of geared towards abilities now. I'm gonna skip past these guys because who cares about them? Also, apologies if anyone was looking for this as a secret chest guide for these dungeons. You are out of luck. I'm trying not to go out of my way too much. I liked this dungeon when it came out. It was pretty fun. Because of the tone, it felt very different than the other dungeons. I think initially I had kind of a bad taste in my mouth because I spent a little too long trying to solo flawless this on the first day. So I got sick of these trap segments real quick. After this one, I didn't worry so much about solo flawlessing on the first day anymore, because it doesn't really... hardly anybody really notices unless they're going out of their way to pay attention to that. Okay. I think I can make this. Oh yeah. That's fine. Sometimes I try to go straight across one side, but it's a little sketch without heat rises, so to try and keep up my deathless streak, I will not do that. Cannot shoot through that fence. Spooky. Silly me, you can't jump and shoot Mountaintop. That's not allowed. After like 3 dungeons of this, I still can't get it through my head that like I can't jump and shoot Mountaintop. Like that's how ingrained it is. From however many years ago that I've been that I used it. Okay. There's a wellscape for YouTube. A very risky one, because if there were enemies here, I probably would have gotten farmed. But thankfully, they weren't looking at me. So, maybe don't do that one. I'm glad I decided to play with the music on. I'm sure it's entertaining for everybody watching, and it's some nice chill vibes for me. Forgot to throw this lever. Silly me. I don't think I ever thought I would be solo flawlessing dungeons back to back again. Any long time viewers, there are like 2 of you out there. You might remember that when I did my original solo flawless all 3 dungeons back to back, I said, well, I'll do this again when the next dungeon comes out. Or maybe it was when Grasp of Avarice came out. I had it in like a video description saying I would try to do a back-to-back solo flawless again now that this one was out. But I never got to it. And then Duality came out, and I wasn't really wanting to do that at that time. It seemed kind of overwhelming because of how hard Duality solo flawless was when the dungeon launched. It was a pretty big challenge for me. And then by the time Spire of the Watcher came out, I was like, there's just no way. This is just too annoying. You know, we're like 8 dungeons in. I would never do it. I'm sure there's people who can, though. If it wasn't for Ghosts of the Deep, I could probably do it. Or at least I could try reasonably. It's just that dungeon... I'm not very good at that dungeon. Just too bleh, you know? I'm not really about it. Make a whole lot of people mad. I'm not gonna get that chest. That poor barrel has been nerfed by the change to one-shot mechanics from physics. I think the day 1 Grasp of Avarice clear is actually on this channel for me. If you go and watch it, you'll notice that when we're in that area and we finally open that final door, I'm kind of on the other side of the map. But Mr. Fried Pickles and Bana, they get kind of farmed by the barrel. It's a killer, man. No denying. Alright, for this boss, yeah, honestly, oh, well, I don't know, though, because he does kind of walk up next to you. Maybe I will not use Dragon's Breath. I will use Anarchy. That way, I can not destroy myself if he walks up beside me. insatiable. He's a hungry boy, is what he's saying. Okay, Recluse. You got some juice. I guess one kind of nice thing about Mountaintop is because this Mountaintop iteration is a lightweight frame, the perk is an intrinsic. Makes you run around a little faster. Although I guess Recluse is too, and I'm holding those weapons most of the time, so there's no benefit to holding Mountaintop since it's explosive. Oh shoot. I think I have to deposit my riches. Because the cannon went away, I can't go in and get a new one very fast. Or I can't go in and get new riches very fast. Please heal me. I beg you. If you guys enjoy hearing me rant like this, I don't know why you would, but if you enjoy it, you know, let me know, and I will try to find an excuse to do more things like this on a live gameplay demo things where I just talk about it. I talk about how I play, or about the guns and stuff that I'm using, or anything. Some people, you know, some people just like rants, and if that's you, then just tell me. Talking for YouTube is kind of a nice outlet for me to let my voice out, because I'm pretty quiet in real life. So sometimes I go for like hours without saying a word to anyone. But you know, I've got things to say too. Nope. Like how stupid I am for dying like that. Alright, well, video ends when the thing dies. Overall, I don't think I have too much else to say, other than this was neat to kind of play with these weapons again. And they are not that good right now, you know? They are just not that good. Not even because they're sunset, because they just don't really fit into a gun-centric playstyle. Like, they don't have perks that play well with the primarily ability-oriented sandbox that Destiny 2 is in right now. So they have fallen behind. But I think the new ones have potential. So keep an eye out. Alright, that's it. Bye.